guess I'll go ahead and reveal to the public my new ECX Torment, which I bought. I have the Galenian system in it, along with 2S LiPo, stock servo, my Fly Sky receiver. I lost the little cap to the top, so I have to find that. It's pretty freaking awesome. I don't know what it is, it just feels cool driving it. Like, it's really quiet. The gears are, I think it's because it has plastic gears in the transmission, which is a downfall, but sounds cool. I guess that's a good thing. The suspension out of the box is really good, really plush. And what else can I say about this? Durability, I haven't had any issues, and I've jumped this pretty high. I haven't got to run it very much, and you can tell it's not very scratched up. There's the bottom. It looks pretty much new-ish, except for a few scratches. Comes with cool mud flaps. Heck yeah. Look, just adds to the realism. Mine did not come with the body, because he sold the body. The guy I bought it from, I bought it used, and it's only been ran once. He sold the body to another guy for some strange reason. I don't know why. Don't have to buy one of those. Issues that I'm having, the transmission slips a little bit because it is a plastic transmission, so if you hit the brakes too hard you kind of hear a nasty grinding sound that it probably isn't that great for it at all. I have a little trouble fitting a hard case LiPo in here. It doesn't want to, the battery things don't want to slip or don't want to go together, but you don't need any body clips. So this thing's designed to run a 6-cell, maybe a 7-cell, if you upgrade your ESC, because the stock ESC only goes up to 6-cell size. So the wheels and tires that this thing comes with are freaking amazing. They feel really nice, really good foam. They're pretty soft-ish. All I can say is they're a crap load better than the stock wheels that it comes with. So either way, you buy this as a plus. They look like Proline trenchers, I guess. I think that's, if I'm thinking about the right one. They just look really scale, they just look really awesome. I did have some problem with them coming off the rim in the front when my Slash went full speed into a culvert and didn't stop. This unfortunately does have that high center of gravity I was talking about earlier, but it's not that big of a deal. There's not much more really I can say about this until I get my testing. I can run it through its paces. I've only run about 8 battery packs through it. I'm probably going to do about 15 to 20. Do my durability testing and all that. I have a new route I'm going to go through with reviews and stuff like that, which I hope will be a lot better. Y'all will see that on my next full-length in-depth review. I'm going to try to do more of a Jang style at Ultimate RC. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. He's pretty freaking awesome. So let's go on to the next car. There's kind of a little project in the process. It's a 1/18 scale Losi micro or mini desert truck. It's 1/18 scale, as I just said. It looks pretty freaking awesome. I don't know. I like Losi's desert truck. They're 1/10 scale and they're 1/18 scale. It just looks aggressive and looks a lot bigger than it really is until you see the actual size of it. But let's go ahead and remove the shell. This actually was my first ever RC, not this one, but this model. I have that one, but it's in about 4 pieces in the box as spare parts, so it's not really worth getting out right now. And that doesn't count as having a full car either, I guess not. But there, I got this for free from my friend, so that's good. I didn't pay a dime for this. It needs a new motor. The motor got screwed. So I'm going to have to buy a new motor, but instead of buying a new one of those, I'm going to go ahead and buy the Toro brushless system. It's like 30 bucks from Nitro RCX. I'm going to get that. I'm probably going to get the 4-pole version so I can get rid of this brush setup along with the LiPo. I'm running a Orion 1600 6-cell pack in there along with this battery, wherever it went. I lost it. Oh well, yeah, there's the stock battery. I lost track of what number car I'm on, so screw it. This is my Red Cat Shockwave. It's the same thing as the Exceed Hyperspeed / Forza, but this is more of the Hyperspeed route. It has the same engine, .16 I'm pretty sure it has, but mine is halfway between a Forza and a hyperspeed. I've put a 2-speed transmission in mine. If you can see the gears down in there. You can kind of see the 2 spur gears in there. One stripped out a little bit, but that's my 2-speed transmission I have in here. So it's a lot faster than it was before. I just have to tweak with a little bit because it's redlining for a little bit before it wants to shift. So I have to tweak the sensitivity on that, I guess. This is my first actual fast model that's a not a brand name like Traxxas or HBI Team Associated. The only other one I have is my crawler, but that goes kind of too slow to break anything, but yet I broke it, which doesn't make any sense. But I'm having pretty good luck with this so far. Durability is pretty good. The A-arms aren't all that thick. They're kind of thin looking, but I haven't had any issues, and I've rolled it pretty good. Only issues I'm having is if you land hard on the wing, it wants to bend your shock tower really easily. Your front shock tower can bend with just me pushing on it really hard. See if I can do it. Not off a little bit. You can see a little bit I bent it there. But that's how easy it bends. You just bend it back with your hands. But I guess that's a good thing-ish, because if it bends, you can bend it back. But as you can tell right here, it's starting to, like if you get a paper clip and you bend it back and forth enough, it's going to snap eventually, and that's starting to happen right here. Same concept, so I'm going to have to order some new shock towers here pretty quick. You can run about 10 minutes on a tank. I haven't had very many issues with the radio except for 2 runaways, and both of them has resulted in a crash. One of them into my mean neighbor's front door and put a big dent in it, and the other one resulted into a curb going about full speed and went full, and like the throttle got, when it hit, I guess it pushed the throttle like that and went full speed for about a minute. And we couldn't, this was when he first got it, and he had no idea how to work a nitro. So we're like, how do you turn it off? How do you turn it off? I don't know. And it's just sitting there going, gah, 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 gah. It was hilarious. But they put shock oil in the shocks, but they put the pistons they put in there had too big of holes. So I have 70 weight shock oil in it, and it bottoms out right there. That's 70 weight shock oil. That's like really thick. That's like syrup, putting syrup in your shocks basically. And it bottoms out quite a bit, rubs off all the anodization. Other problems that I've had. What else? My carburetor's gotten sticky, so it wants to kind of do a cruise control type thing. So I'll go like that, and it wants to go back, but then stays where it was at. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but it's my first nitro. I'm learning. It's so much fun. I love the fact that it's like basically a real car with a 2-speed transmission and everything. But I'm not sure if I would recommend this. I mean, it's fun, but I'd recommend it not for your first car, but for your third or fourth maybe. Because first off, because it's nitro, and second off, because it's poorly-ish built, that you're gonna run into long problems, but you need to know how to fix them without buying parts, and you need to have that knowledge, that type of RC knowledge, I guess, to know how to fix most of the problems that you have. So that's my Red Cat Shockwave. So I'll have a full-length review coming up of this soon. That's why I didn't talk much about it. So on to the next car. This is my Exceed Mad Torque. I love this thing a lot. I bought it for $100. They're having a crazy sale over at Hobby Parts, and I couldn't resist. I had $100 and I bought it. I haven't had any issues at all except for one, and it's really bugging me because they've been out of stock of this part for about 3 months now. There it is. Your steering arm thing. Oh, I can never remember any terms for anything. I don't know why. I've been in the hobby for about 6 years, or 5 years. Yeah, I think 5. Yeah, let's go with 5. And I still can't remember any terms, but this just broke right off just from the torque of the servo, and the servo that it comes with sucks in the first place. You're definitely going to change that out. So telling that I broke this just from the torque of the servo, which there hardly is any torque at all, it sucks. The plastic for this part sucks. And there's a part that Venom makes. If I find the part number, I'll put it in the description. It's aluminum and it fits perfectly on here like it was made for this truck, and I'm gonna order some. Only thing is it's 35 bucks. So I don't have 35 bucks right now. So I'm just waiting on that. Right now I've done a couple super glue jobs and ran it for 5 minutes till it breaks off again. That's why it's all white and junk. But that's the only problem I've ever had, and except for a few little other things, but it's not actual breakages. I'll go over those in a second. This is the other thing. They'll right here, this is a spot where you can mount another servo and have rear wheel steering, but these little braces they have to keep them from moving don't work very well, and they'll kind of bend like that, and you'll get a lot of slop in there. I'm running a Jim's Ace pack in here. There's my ghetto adapter that I did in like 2 seconds. It's horrible. I'm probably going to short it out, but the ESC it comes with, it doesn't even get warm, or I haven't even had it. It might have gotten warm once, but it never got hot. It has dual motors, dual 540 cans or 550 cans. I've never had any issues with these. I don't know what turn they are at all, because all it says is high torque motor. That's all. But this does have a full 90-degree. This thing does have a full 90-degree escalation. No, there's a word for that. I can't remember it. I don't know. Brain fart. If you know that word, put it down in the comment below. I said it in my review. I just can't remember off the top of my head because I is stupid. Other problems, the anodization scratches off. It's not a very deep anodization, and same thing on the bottom. You're scraping a lot, so there's going to be scratches on this. I can tell you that right now. It scratches pretty easy, but I have really had no issues with this. It's completely worth it. You're $100. Now they have it marked up for $160. I think it's still worth it. Not much higher than that. I wouldn't buy it if it goes any more higher. If it goes higher than 160, I think that's enough. But it's been really good. I really like it a lot. Can't say much else about this. If you want to see my full-length review, there'll be a link in the description for that, probably, if I'm not lazy. So go check that out. Let's go on to, is there one more car? Looking around. Yep. Should I reveal that? I don't know. The project that's going on that nobody knows about yet except for Nitro RCTV. I'll ask him and see if he wants me to reveal it or not. So, I guess